If you want to go from this to this, follow the steps that I did in this video. I want you to stop what you're doing right now. Pull out your phone and open up your Phantom wallet. If it's looking something like this, which it more than likely is, if you've been playing this game for a long time and you're tired of seeing it like this and you want to reach this level of capital, of success, just the way I did, I want you to really stop what you're doing. Shut off your phone now after you look through your Phantom wallet and put this video on a monitor screen. Put your headphones on and glue yourself, because what I'm about to teach you today is going to show you how to finally get rich with meme coins. Now, I've been there. Trust me, I have lost a lot of money. More money than I ever stood to be able to lose. And it hurts. And you're probably thinking right now, what the hell am I doing wrong? Right? Every day you might be logging on to Deck Screener, right? I know that's what I did, because that's what they teach you to do. That's what all these other gurus teach you to do, to, maybe scroll by 6, maybe set some filter parameters here, and keep looking at everything. But as you find out, like, most of this stuff is all PS, man. Like, all of these graphs that you're gonna see, everything is just complete and utter PS, man. Like, look, I'm literally pulling up a random chart here, and I want you to see the absolute PS here, right? So, as you can see, how many snipers there are. There's one liquidity provider. Like, this is so obviously a damn rug. Like, I could probably stay here long enough in this video and you're gonna see this absolutely plummet, man, okay? And I don't know about you, but I'm tired of seeing it, man. I'm so tired of seeing it. If we open up this one, for example, right? It'll open up shortly. Then we load it up. You're gonna see the exact same thing. There's so many people getting absolutely filthy rich. There's so many people getting absolutely filthy rich. And if you're like myself, you're wondering, why can you never actually get into these plays? You see, look at this. Look at this rug. Look at this literal rug right here, right? It's like so freaking obvious, man. You see, like, every time you wonder, why can't I get in here and climb up to the top and cash out and make 100,000 in one play, right? But you end up joining up in here, or maybe you join up at the top and then you're already getting rugged, right? If you've struggled through this, and trust me, you're not the only person, one of the things that I can tell you, in order to be what we just saw right now, in order to be at the top of the food chain before an actual coin, goes like this. When a coin launch looks something like this, and then it goes down, okay? If you want to be here, it doesn't happen on accident, and it doesn't happen by scanning Deck Screener, okay? With certain filters, right? And somehow miraculously putting the right filter that gets you to get here to here and get 100x. It doesn't happen on accident. What it takes, it's insider knowledge, okay? It takes insider knowledge. Now, what do I mean by insider knowledge? You need to know. You need to have a good network, okay? Of people that actually tell you who's dropping, what coin, when, what, where, how, who, all this information. Now, most of us don't have ready access to this information. It took me a long time to actually get access to this. I mean, I have a Telegram channel down below if you guys want to join that, but I'm still in that Telegram channel not giving out all the information that I know. Why? Because it's taken me a lot of time to get to this, okay? Now, if you don't have the insider network, which is okay, a lot of people don't do in the beginning. I didn't have that in the beginning. You have to learn how to become an insider. Now, how does one become an insider? Those insiders are the ones who start here, okay? They start at the very bottom. What are these insiders also known as? They're known as the creators of the coin, okay? They're known as the creators, as the developers, whatever you want to call it. These people are the ones that are here, the ones who orchestrate this rise, okay? And trust me, for these people, it's a guaranteed win, no matter what. Even if the coin hits only a 100K market cap, a 500K market cap, a 20K market cap, it doesn't really matter. They're still going to end up winning, no matter what. So, how do you become an insider? How do you finally hit that 100x that you so choose? It's actually amazing because I'm going to show you how in this video. So the first thing you want to do is heavy market research, okay? I want you to keep in mind that you are not special, okay? What everything in this life needs to win is traffic, okay? You need a lot of eyeballs watching your stuff. The more people watch, the more people buy, okay? Simple statistic, if you have 1 million people here, right? Let's say 1 million people, and you take into account 1% of that, okay? I think 1% is like 10,000? That's 10,000 people buying your stuff, all right? Whatever it is. In this scenario, it's a meme coin, right? You have 10,000 people buying into your meme coin. What that's going to do is it's going to increase market cap and allow you to have more exit liquidity, okay? Keep in mind, this is one of the hardest parts to do. So when you're doing market research, you actually have to be able to find good trending topics that are relevant. For example, at the moment that I'm recording this video, the Super Bowl was happening. If you guys aren't from the US, it's like one of the bigger sports things that happens. I don't really watch it myself either, but if you wanted to capitalize on it, you would have done your market research, done a coin for each team, right? Done a coin for each team. Like, let's say, I don't even know the names of the teams. Let's just put team 1, right? And team 2, okay? You would have launched a coin maybe 1 to 2 days before this actual event, right? And either way, you would have made some gains, right? People were buying coins automatically for it, right? So you would have been able to profit. But guess what? You were benefiting off the existing traffic, okay? Now, you can either benefit from existing traffic or you can make your own traffic, okay? And if you're not well versed in the content stuff, you're probably not going to be able to be very good at traffic creation, right? I'll put TC. But this is where you either partner up with influencers with an existing audience, which is why a lot of influencers do rug pulls, right? Because they have traffic. That's the most important thing, okay? They have traffic, which is why they can afford to have this. Remember when I said 1 million views? Imagine you find an influencer with 1 million subscribers, active ones. You can automatically steal their traffic and be able to make coins skyrocket, okay? You can create traffic on your own by either becoming famous yourself or starting a famous meme. We saw that a lot with Chill Guy. Use that as an example. Use that blueprint as an example. They got a meme, they made it into a coin. Now, when you do this, the next step is actually going to be to create a coin. You have to be very strategic about how you create your coins, okay? Now, most people like to launch on platforms like Pump.Fun, right? Which is, I think, the majority of platforms where basically people that don't have any serious coins launch. There's probably hundreds of coins in there that are actually do launch, but they never make it out, they never graduate. And when a coin doesn't graduate, that's only a cheap coin, right? So you're gonna see so many coins here getting launched with 6K, 9K, 2 to 23K, right? You need to have a serious coin with a serious knowledge and development before it actually graduates. Which means it hits I think it's like 100K market cap. And if you want to increase your chances, right? You can do it on Pump.Fun, right? But keep in mind, you're gonna have a lot of competition. Or you can do it on the Raydium DEX. You can launch it straight on Raydium, okay? These coins usually hit higher market caps, right? Which is why I choose to launch here. So you have Pump.Fun as well, right? But you actually have Solana tokenlabs.io, which is another platform where you can launch straight onto the Raydium DEX, which actually gives your coin a higher opportunity to launch one. So let's say you wanted to do something like this. You can call a coin Kiss My Ass, right? Let's say, for example, you go here, you call it Kiss My Ass, right? I'm just doing this as an example. Whatever it is, KMA, right? Let's put a random picture in there, right? Let's just put this Kiss My Ass logo that I used for another video, okay? And this is what you use. And keep in mind, this is extremely fast and extremely easy. You can now launch a coin on the Raydium DEX within a couple of seconds, right? Put 9 total supply. All you want to do is click here. Now, if you have marketing pages like Twitter, etc., add socials, else, otherwise don't bother it as it is not required. Also, don't bother creator info as it will cost you extra but gives no benefit in coin success. The most important is this custom token address. It will charge you a bit extra but will increase chances of success drastically, as people who are going to purchase your coin will trust that your coin is already successful on Pump.Fun because these suffixes are gained there after success. You want to make sure that these three stay selected because this allows your coin to have more validity, meaning people are going to trust you more because you can't freeze your token, you can't mint more of it, you can't re-update. Next thing you want to do is just click create token, right? Cool, there we go. After you've created your token, once you create this token, you're ready to actually orchestrate the pre-launch. The pre-launch is one of the most important sequences that you have. Remember, referring back to the market research, this is where all of it comes into play. Because if you had good market research to this point, the pre-launch should go extremely smooth. Okay? You should be now ready to get all of this attention that you have and put it on the pre-launch. What do you want to do here? You want to start, let's say you have an influencer that is already working with you. Okay? You want to make sure that you tease the coin, make it maybe put it on their stories, maybe make a whole video on it, right? And tease that the coin is coming. Okay, you do that for a week or so, right? You build up the hype. And when you drop the coin, everybody, guess what? They're going to be on the other side now. You're going to be on the other side now. You're not going to be worried about this coin flopping, okay? You're not going to be worried about this right here, right? Because you're going to be over here, right? You're gonna be in this side, okay? Which is extremely cool because now at launch, guess what? You 10 to 100x the profits that you needed to be making, okay? It's simple as that, simple as pie. And then here, I'm putting this in quotations right now. You can potentially do this to your coin and secure your profits, okay? If you want to go from this to this, follow the steps that I did in this video. And if you need any more help, you can DM me on Telegram below.